Welcome to Friends of Michigan Animals Rescue. My name is Orshi Deji. I'm the president of our board of directors. We are a 501c3 animal rescue here in Belleville, Michigan in Sumter Township. We get all of our dogs either as owner surrenders or from the Sumter Police Department. On our left here, might be your right as you're looking at this, is our isolation building. This is where our strays go. We hold them until they're clear of parasites, make sure they don't pass anything along to our larger population. And then behind me, we've got our cat haven. We've got big, beautiful community cat rooms that are open for you to come in and interact with them directly. And then on our right, that big building is our dog retreat. That's where all of our resident adoptable dogs are to this day. So come on a tour with me. All right, we're headed into ISO. You'll notice first, this is our sign. It shows how many vacancies we have. We are the stray hold facility for Sumter Township. So we have room for exactly one dog right now. Come on in. It's gonna be really loud, so just get ready. I can talk, but you can't hear it. I do want to just point out, we've got barn cats at Friends of Michigan. Some of them are really friendly, some of them aren't. So down here we've got Beth. This is Maki and this is Kanga. These guys are all super friendly and amazing, but they greet everyone as they come to the shelter and they're permanent residents here. So let's walk into the cat haven. All right, so this is a pretty cozy place, but come on in. This is our front office. This is where most of our adoptions happen. And we typically will have some of our barn cats that come in and out of here, and sometimes we'll have one of our adult cats out here just to give them a little bit more attention on adoption days. So if you come on over to this side, around the corner, and look up, that's one of our residents right now, named River. So she's just hanging out and judging us from up above. I will point out our alumni board of all the cats that we've had adopted. This is our isolation room, and we use it for a lot of different things, sometimes for kitten litters, but right now we have Mr. Rogers in here. He is an FIV positive cat. So FIV is not life-threatening, it's just an immune deficiency for cats. They can live a very long life, but they can transfer it on to other cats through deep bite wounds. So we're giving him a chance to decompress here. All right, so this is what we call our waiting room. This is where our cats come that are maybe healing from a spay neuter or don't get along in our community rooms and just need a place to hang. So if you come on in here, you'll notice we've got lots of kennels set up, and not every kennel has a cat in it, but sometimes these guys are maybe owner surrenders, or this is where we're holding them just for a couple days before we can put them on our website, get them into homes. Welcome to our adult cat room. You'll notice that this space is completely set up to really cater to a cat's natural instincts to jump and climb. And then if you come out this way, this is our catio. Kind of gives these guys a beautiful view of the outside. When it's beautiful out, we open these windows, give them lots of really good fresh weather. Cats really are social animals, and when you see them in these adult rooms, it's really great to see that interaction. Okay, Dulcie. Okay, I see you. All right, then this space here, this is our senior room. So these guys are a little bit older. It's a smaller space for sure. So we do try to keep these populations separate. It gives these guys an opportunity who are a little bit more stressed to not have so many interactions. So this is our teen room at Friends of Michigan. Right now you'll notice that it's pretty empty. Similar to our adult cat room, it's set up with optimal climbing for these kittens. One of the awesome things is when you're adopting, you can come in here, sit down, and then let the cat pick you, which works out really, really well. Teen cats that are in here are typically cats that have had some round of vaccinations, that are spayed and neutered and parasite free. While we're filming this, we're at the beginning of April. It's actually April 1st. We just started getting our first batches of bottle babies and pregnant mamas in. So in the next probably 3 to 4 weeks, this room will be hopping with kittens. So this is kind of a nice calm before the storm that we have. So welcome to our dog retreat. You might notice both the signs over the dog retreat and the cat haven. They're named after our founders, Pete and Marcy LaFramboise. And I love this story. They bought this property because they wanted to start an animal rescue, because when Pete retired, Marcy decided that he needed something to do because she was still working. So she's like, you're gonna do an animal rescue, Pete. So that's how we got this. And Marcy had a lot of grit and determination, and that's how we started most things here at Friends of Michigan. So come on in. On the right, we try to keep limited space for administrative use. So this is just our dog office. This is where our dog staff sits. We'd rather use the space that we have for our animals and giving them that area for enrichment. Just where sometimes we have different dogs hang out that have medical needs, or dogs that need a little bit of extra help or comfort during the day. So as we come into this area, we've got 3 rooms here. We call these our meet and greet rooms. So we'll start here. I think they all look pretty similar from the perspective that we've got couches in them, and when people come in to visit the animals, they're able to sit in the space with them and just hang out with them and see how they'll relax. So we've got this room as a meet and greet room, and then right behind us, as we'll turn around, is our other meet and greet room, which we're also calling the large meet and greet room. So within this room, again, you'll see some couches that we have, and we also use some of this space for storage. We get different donations, but batteries, things like that. So it gives us a space to both have storage and then also to have our animals have a chance to decompress in this type of a more home-like environment. We call this the training room, and we have a couch in our training room as well, but you notice we have different pieces of agility equipment set up. We'll have a crate, so we can come in here and work with dogs on getting them a little bit more friendly and familiar with some of this equipment. Gives their brain an opportunity to do something more than just sit in a kennel all day. This connects, I'm not gonna open this right now, it gets so loud in here, but this connects to all of our active resident dogs. They get very excited when they meet new people, so our resident dogs are here and gives us easy access to come here into the training room. This is our volunteer area for our dog walkers. They'll usually arrive here, they sign in, and then this board is our master board of who's been walked when and who's here. And then you'll notice that all of our kennels, so we have an inside and outside area to our kennels. And again, because we're in Michigan, these outdoor areas are really inside because everything freezes for 4 to 5 months out of the year. You'll notice these signs keep telling you that animals should always be sent in the same direction. We work really hard at this because we don't want dog fights to break out, for animals to go, dogs to head towards each other. One of the cool things about FMAR is that we are mostly volunteer-led. We only have 6 employees, but 111 volunteers. So it's pretty unique, which for us means that we've got to be really consistent with all the signs and everything that we put up to make sure that everybody is aware of processes and procedures. So these arrows are a big part of that. So on my right here are the gravel yards. So just again, a couple of other additional yards. Fun fact, these gravel yards were built because we had a dog for a while that was allergic to grass, and we wanted to give him a space that he could run. So we are on 5 acres. And so back there, as we head this way, is a trail that we can walk the dogs through. And it's actually really great in the winter because, again, in Michigan, it starts getting dark at like 4 o'clock. So the more spaces we can give for all of our volunteers to be able to exercise the dogs, the better. This is Rex coming out with one of our volunteers that we talked about named Jeb. Rex was a stray from Sumter Township, and he's a very good boy. A very good boy. You know what his favorite thing to do, Jeb, is? Play catch. One of the cool things that we have here on this property is we've got 2 big yards in the back where we are able to take our dogs and let them run around. So huge space for our dogs to be able to do this. I'm not sure I mentioned this, but let me mention it now. Friends of Michigan is a no-kill shelter, so we don't euthanize animals for space. Even though we do take our Sumter Township strays, it just means that if they're not incredibly sick or injured, they stay with us until they get adopted. Thanks so much for coming on this tour with us. To find out more about Friends of Michigan Animals Rescue or our adoptable dogs like Rex, you want to go to our website, which is friendsofmichigan.org. They're all spelled out. You can also find us on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. So you can link all of that from our website, friendsofmichigan.org. So thanks so much for doing this with us, and hope to see you soon.